Hi, my name is Justin from JTech, and today we're going to show you how to check to see if the camshaft position sensor is any good. Now on this one is a 3-wire sensor, and on here they have a red and green wire, which we after we look at the wiring schematics, it is the battery voltage or the voltage reference. The white wire, which is the signal, and then the black wire, which is the ground. Now, and as we see that we back probe the battery voltage in the battery supply to the sensor, it comes up to 12.2 volts. We're going to go ahead and check the white wire, which we already know is the signal, and we're going to see how much we get. Now for the signal, we get about 41.9, 42 millivolts. And now we'll go ahead and check the ground. And for ground, we get about 34.5, 34.4 millivolts. And we know that's the ground because it's the lowest one to 0, and we're trying to get at least about as resistance as possible going through this sensor. Okay, now I'm going to show you about the pattern and what all this means for the camshaft sensor. And we have the back probe plugged in to the white wire, which is signal wire, and we have it grounded to a good ground. Now on here you can see the pattern for the camshaft. Now for the camshaft, there's a sprocket with dog teeth on the inside, on the end of the camshaft, and when one of the teeth passes the sensor, it creates a voltage, and you can see each teeth right here, and it has 3, then a space, then 4, then a space, and this by this it tells where the camshaft is in rotation and how the valves are lifting at that moment, using this pattern so it knows what to do. And that is how you check camshaft position sensor. Alright, now that we went over the crankshaft position sensor, we're going to go over the O2 sensor. Now, there's going to be 2 different O2 sensors. It's going to be upstream and downstream. Upstream is going to be before the catalytic converter coming out of the exhaust, and downstream is going to be afterwards. So for this one, this is the upstream, and for this sensor is 4 wires, and right here it has 2 of the same colors, which most of the time that is going to be the heater side, and then this side will be for the signal. Now, if you ever want to check to see if the sensor is good, you can check you can check the 2 wires for ohms, and if it says OL, then there's an open in the wire. If it says 0.00 volts, then there's a short somewhere. But you should be always seeing some kind of resistance in the sensor to know that it's working. Now the heater part for the heater side of the sensor is so because you start the car up and everything's cool, so we got to get the the sensor heated up so that it'll start working and functioning properly, and be able to tell what's going past it through here out the exhaust, and let the computer know like what kind of signal it needs to send and all that kind of stuff. So right here we have this back probed into the signal, and we have it sent to our scopes. And then for the pattern, this is the pattern you should be seeing, up and down from about 100 millivolts to about 800 millivolts, and it's going to be good. So if it's low down here, if it's not too much, then it's lean, and if it starts getting up higher and higher, then it's going to be rich. So on this one so far, the average is 0.36, the minimum is 0.01, and the maximum is 0.79. So for this average of 0.36 volts, it's getting a little bit more to the lean side instead of the rich. So that might be something we need to check going on into that. But whenever we do check the signal wires and the other wires in here, we've got to be checking for voltage and making sure that everything is running right.